Using the GPT-3 API, we can make it easier for developers to create Cron expressions without having to memorize the syntax. Let's create a new project using Laravel Sail. I prefer to use Laravel Sail, but it's not a requirement. Feel free to use Composer or Valet if that's more convenient for you. Before we get started, you'll need to sign up and create a new GPT-3 API key. When you sign up for the first time, you'll receive a trial so you can start using the API before moving to a paid plan. Head over to platform.openapi.com and sign up for a new account. Then, click on your profile picture and select View API Keys. Create a new secret API key, copy it, and then open the .env file and create a new key called OpenAI_key. And paste the API key here. And don't bother using this key because I'll delete it by the time this video is out. Now open config app.php and add a new line for the new OpenAI key. To use GPT-3 in Laravel, we will use a package called OpenAI PHP. To install this package, open your terminal and run the following command. Now let's create a new controller. Open the new controller and let's add the following methods. The index method simply returns a view called index. Then in the generate method, first we validate the request. We extract the schedule from the request, which is written in plain English. Then we initialize the OpenAI client using the API key. Create a prompt using the schedule. And then send that prompt to the GPT API. To quickly summarize the options that we're sending, we're using the DaVinci 3 completion model. We limit the number of generated tokens to 256, limit the number of suggestions to 1, and set the temperature to 0.7, which will keep the suggestions fairly deterministic and not too random. The response is an associative array containing the generated Cron expression. We will use a regular expression to validate the results. Since I'm terrible at regular expressions, ChatGPT was kind enough to provide one for me. I'll just copy this code from this GitHub gist and paste it here. I'll leave a link in the description. In case of an invalid expression, we return an error. Otherwise, we redirect back to the index. Now create a folder called Cron in Resources, Views, and then create a new file called index.play.php. In order to save some time, I've gone ahead and created the index template. I'll leave a link in the description to this GitHub gist, so you can just copy this code and paste it here. Now let's create a couple of routes. First one is just for the index. And the second one is for the generate method. With all of the code out of the way, let's test this out. Visit localhost/cron in your browser. You should see this form to enter the schedule. Let's try something simple like every hour. That's good. Okay, how about something like every 20 minutes? Again, that's good. Okay, now let's try something more complicated. At 8 a.m. on every day of the week, from Monday through Friday. And yeah, that's correct. Okay, that's all for this video. If you found any of this information helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.